Hello, this is Roy Johnson, Executive Director of Lads to Leaders. The last few weeks have been very challenging to all of us, to say the least. This crisis has affected our homes, our schools, our churches, and has even brought this great nation to its knees. Our concern is for everyone, both the young and the old, and everyone in between. This young boy, Case, my grandson, was all excited about going to convention. And this young lady was hoping to earn another trophy at Lads to Leaders. And even the aged and feeble, such as Dr. Zorn. Dr. Zorn has sent his red coat to the cleaners to prepare for Lads to Leaders. We have been working day and night the last few weeks, working with our hotels, talking to mayors, civic leaders, governors, health officials, people all over this great country, trying to find some scenario by which we could hold Lads to Leaders. But the Lads to Leaders Board of Directors had to make a very difficult decision. And after shedding many tears, they came to a unanimous decision that there simply was no way that we could hold the 2020 convention due to the current crisis. This will be the first time in the history of Lads to Leaders that we have canceled convention. You do not have to contact your hotel concerning your room reservations. We have already contacted the hotel. We're exploring the logistics of how will be the best way to get you your year-round awards, prepaid t-shirts, and such like. There are thousands of items that have been purchased with your registration fee that are recognition items for the hard work that's been done at your local churches, and we want to find ways to get these to you as soon as possible. We also know that you've spent a great deal of time, talent, money, sweat and blood in preparing for this year's convention, in particular things that are theme related, writing speeches, giving speeches, working with puppets, designing puppets, artwork, photography, and such like. Plans are underway to find ways for you to be able to reuse these theme-related work that you've done in our upcoming conventions. We are also very much aware of those who are seniors in high school this year, and we're looking for ways to allow them to have the opportunity to participate again next year, and possibly some recognition things for redcoats and other high achievers as we go along. Please stay tuned as we work on these things as time passes. And we know that you probably will have many questions, but please be patient with us. And after the crisis passes, we will try to work with you. We want to give special thanks to the chairman of the board, Blake McAnally, and our board of directors who've worked so hard. And in particular, mentioning Melvin Ote, our legal counsel and a great gospel preacher, and also Gail Nelson, who's CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters Miami, and an elder and preacher, for their hard work they've been doing the last several weeks with crisis management for Lads to Leaders. I want to ask you to do three things. Number one, I ask you to pray. Pray for those who've been affected by this horrible virus. Pray for those in quarantine. Pray for those who are having travel restrictions and cannot get to places they need to go. Pray for your family. Pray for your church. Pray for this nation. Pray for Lads to Leaders. And secondly, allow this crisis to draw you closer to those that you love. You may not be able to hug them or to shake their hands, but let them know that you love them. And thirdly, we need your financial support. Not having convention has created a financial crisis for Lads to Leaders. Many of our convention expenses are prepaid and we cannot recover them. We need your patience We need your understanding. We need your prayers. And we need your financial support. The very existence of Lattice Leaders is at stake. And there are various ways by which you can support Lattice Leaders. I'd like to close with a prayer that's called the Prayer for a Pandemic. There's an unknown author. May we who are merely inconvenienced remember those whose lives are at stake. May we who have no risk factors remember the most vulnerable. May we who have the luxury of working from our homes remember those who must choose between preserving their health or making their rent. May we who have the flexibility to care for our children when the schools close remember those who simply have no options. May we who have had to cancel our trips remember those who simply had no place to go. May we who are losing our margin money in the turmoil of the economic market remember those who have no margin at all. May we who settle in for a quarantine at home remember those who have no home. During this time when we cannot physically wrap our arms around each other, let us find ways to share the loving embrace of God with our neighbors. Amen. And may God bless you.